This video may be a little bit overdue, but I wanted to make sure I spent enough time with the game to do this one a justice, and I'm really glad I did. I hope you are having a nice day. My name is David, and these are my impressions of World of Warcraft Classic after playing it for roughly 2 months. Warcraft as a whole is one of the franchises that defined me as a gamer. I spent countless of hours replaying Warcraft 3 campaign over and over again as a kid, and when the World of Warcraft was released, I was around 13 years old, and it was a phenomenon that was talked about every single day in the school. Since I was so young and didn't even understand English back then, actually properly playing and progressing through the game was out of question for me, so I never got any of my characters past the level 20. So it feels great to have this opportunity right now to play the game as it was back then, as an adult who can actually appreciate everything this game has to offer. So, what is all this fuss actually about? World of Warcraft is MMORPG that had its first release back in 2004. Back then it was supposed to be more of a casual entry into the genre full of very hardcore and punishing games. Today, many would actually consider WoW Classic to be the hardcore game, and compared to many other modern MMOs, they would be right. But the meaning of casual and hardcore back then was a pretty different one. It was the time when games would simply take away all of your progress just because you died, while in WoW, when you die, you simply have to run back to your corpse as a ghost and then resurrect. The only punishment you get is a loss of time. And this is why I personally believe WoW became such a successful game. It found a good balance between hardcore and casual. While the game isn't going to punish you too hard for your mistakes, it will still put several hard challenges in front of you, some of which will be simply too much for you on your own, and when you actually beat those challenges, you will have a proper sense of accomplishment that is never going to be taken away from you. The game also isn't going to wait too long to deliver these challenges. You get like first 5 or 6 levels to get accommodated, and then it's all fair play. And that's the reason why you can play the game for both 50 hours a week or 5 hours and still get the same feeling and fun out of the game. I don't think I need to talk too much about these things like graphics and other technical stuff. Everybody knows this is a 15 years old game, although I would say it aged very well in terms of gameplay and especially graphics thanks to its cartoonish design. If you played any MMO past 10 years or even a third-person open-world RPG, you basically know how this game plays. But that's not what makes this game great. It is its vast open world full of content, great atmosphere and people to play with, and all these aspects together create a sense of long journey with some distant goal in the end. Many people would say this game requires a huge time investment to actually reach any of these goals, and while it is true, the good thing is it doesn't have to be over a short period of time. As I said, I played Classic since it was released over 2 months ago, and as of now, I'm almost level 45 out of 60. That means I'm halfway through the leveling process, while many people are already at the level 60, and it doesn't bother me the slightest. I'm not losing out on anything while playing this game on a slower pace. Give me 2 more months and I should be at the level 60 as well. And even if I would stop playing right now and never go back to it, it would still feel like it was worth my money because I just had lots of fun playing. And this brings us to something that's so surprising to many gaming studios these days. Blizzard was very hesitant about giving us the WoW Classic for a very long time.
Have you ever thought about adding servers for previous expansions as they were then?
No. And by the way, you don't want to do that either. You think you do, but you don't.
Yes, for whatever reason, last few years many developers and publishers thought they know better than we do ourselves what we like and how we want to have fun. EA was another offender in this because for years they claimed that we no longer enjoy linear single-player games as we used to, and now, 5 days from now, they are releasing Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which is exactly that kind of game. And I will be happy to do a review of it, so stay tuned for that one. It is so great to see publishers to acknowledge that we may actually know what we want And WoW Classic is a shining example of that, because for Blizzard it is a significant financial success, even though they had quite a few serious controversies lately. My name is David, thank you for watching, stay tuned for more videos and see you next time.